This is Sarah from Ara Beauty. If you guys want to see this video on how I get a really fast makeup look for everyday wear, like if you're going to work, school, anything, minimal products but they're very good products, so let's get started. Whenever I'm getting ready, one of the longest parts, or should I say the most time-consuming part of doing my makeup is putting on foundation, because I'm very weird about it being blended in nice, being very blended down the neck. I don't like it to look like I'm wearing a lot of makeup, ever. Whenever I'm trying to get out of the door quick, fast, and in a hurry, I like to just use primers. Now, whenever I'm using primers, of course, I like to go for a luminizing primer. This is the Dr. Brandt's Pores No More Luminizing Primer, and I also like the Wet n Wild Face Primer Dewy Base Tint, because they both have a tint in them, and they both make my face look super natural and glowy, and I love it. I just squeeze them in my hand. I take this little tube, I squeeze about that much of the Dr. Brandt primer, and a little less of the Wet n Wild because it has more of a dew factor. Now this is something you can do really quick. It's obviously going to be more than 5 minutes or 10 minutes because I'm talking you through it and I'm talking you why I use these products. And basically, I wipe it through my hands and I apply it all over my take a beauty blender and then I bounce through this. Just kind of even it out. And you see how it just brings this kind of like illumination to my skin. And it's really good. Like it kind of blurs a little bit of the imperfections, but not all of it, so yeah, it looks very natural, but it's also very beautiful. Next, I'm going to go in with just a little bit of concealer, because in the morning, I do have a little bit of darkness underneath my eyes, and I do go in with the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind, of course, in the neutralizer, but I only do use this right here, because it will look very odd if my whole under eye is super white, or super perfect, and the rest of my face is not. So I really centralize this so that it just brings this natural light to the center of my face. That's it. Do you guys see how that's just kind of like, it's kind of evened out my complexion enough. You can still see some of my like little dark spots here, but it just brings this nice illumination to your skin. Now, I do like to put a little bit of lip moisturizer on my lips, like kind of always, even if I am in a hurry. Because I get super chapped lips, and it's kind of a must for me. Okay, so my tried and true, my holy grail eye product, my eyeshadow, the single from Wet n Wild in the shade Brulee. Whenever I'm in a hurry, I know this will never fail me. If I'm not trying out new products, if I just need to quickly set underneath my eye, I take this shadow right underneath my eye. There are no rules to makeup. You can use makeup however you want. I just kind of use it to set that area so that it doesn't really crease that much and it stays looking very bright and natural. I'm going to go in with the Flower Beauty Miracle Glow Satin Powder. Now this is a very glowy powder, so you don't want to use this if you're not looking to have glowy skin or if you're not looking to have a little bit of shine on your skin. It does have very fine micas of glitter in here, so I just pour a little bit into the cap, and I bought this new e.l.f. brush from their like more professional line. I really like this all over powder brush, so I pick up some of the product on this all over powder brush. Now this is a very light powder, and I just set my primer that was on my face, and this is going to give you such a glow to your skin. If you don't like glowy skin, this is not really the makeup look for you. Just use more matte products. I like to go in with this L'Oreal True Match Luminizing Bronze, and what I like about this is it's a nice cool tone bronzer, and I use this as a contour for not only my face but my eyes as well. It has a nice little shimmer on this bronzer, so I really wouldn't call this a bronzer. I would call this more of a contour color because of that really cool undertone. I really wouldn't use this to bronze up my face. And I just go right in the contour area, but I don't bring it forward. I'm not trying to snatch my face right now because then people will really know I'm wearing makeup. I'm trying to make it look very natural, very dewy. Perfect. It's just going to give you that extra little dimension to your face. I'm going to take a Morphe 504 brush, and this is my new favorite eye brush. It's like a very pointed, tapered, blending crease brush. And I'm going to dip into this bronzer, and I am just going to kind of give my eye sockets a little bit of contour. Tilt my head back, find that crease. Now, I really do this so quickly. Like, if I'm not talking to you guys, I can get this done probably less than 10 minutes, honestly. All you need to do, guys, you just need to basically take this big, fluffy, pointed brush, and if you apply a little bit of pressure right at that crease margin, it's gonna go where your natural crease up to your orbital bone, like right there. It'll just make your, see, look how like alive my eyes look in comparison to what they look like before. I am going to go in with a little bit of blush, and this is the Milani, how did I, Luminoso, how did I possibly even forget the name of this? This is my all-time favorite blush. Milani Luminoso. I can use this with no foundation, no makeup. This gives you a highlight, a glow, but a nice little peachy kiss on your cheeks, and I live for this blush. Especially if I'm going for a natural look, I don't use any other blush. I haven't found another blush that works better than this blush in a snap. What I do like to do, since that contour color that I put, I mean, it is a little bit gray, so I don't want to look gray, so I am going to go in with the Physicians Formula Boost Bronzer, or Bronze Booster. I don't want to knock them over. So I'm going to take that same brush that I contoured with and just dip into this, and it gives you just a beautiful bronze. And I don't want to put a lot, like I said, I want it to be super minimal. And I'm actually going to go back over with my big fluffy brush at the very end to make sure that all these powders that I'm putting, they kind of blend together very nicely. All these powders are very luminous, so they do blend well together. I find that a lot of matte products, you really have to take your time to blend them together, but more luminous, dewy products and powders, they kind of just blend a little bit easier into the skin, and I love that about them. Now, also with my Wet n Wild, I'm going to go back into that Brulee shade with my big e.l.f. concealer brush, and I'm just going to go a little bit below my crease onto my lid margin where there's some vascularization. I say this in every video that I am doing any kind of eye look, that I like to take away that vascularization. I don't care if I'm wearing no makeup. I always use this Wet n Wild thing. That's why it's hit pan. This is like my third one. I'm going to use the Fresh Vitamin Nectar Mist. This is an antioxidant glow water. I've already featured this once on my channel, but I never really talked about it, and today's not the video because we're trying to do a quick makeup look. This has the best mist, and it has such great ingredients in it, and it's very hydrating, and I just love the way it smells. I love everything about this face mist, and at Sephora, like if I'm not at the drugstore, this would be the one that I'm picking up. All-nighter, I don't need all that, okay? I just need something that's gonna give I like things with skincare benefits, and it makes you feel good when you spray it on your face. Now to finish up the eyes, I always like a little bit of sparkle on the eyes, just a little bit. So I love to go in with, all of these are great. The L'Oreal Infallible Single Eyeshadow Little Pots. These are great. This is in the shade Amber Rush. And what I like to do is I like to take like my ring finger, I like to dip it in the pan, and I just right here on the center of my eye, I like to put this color here. There has to be, it doesn't have to be, there's no uniformity to this. Like you don't have to be precise. I just like that wash of sheen over my eyes, and then I'm going to go back in with that M504, and I'm going to blend it in just a little. I know this seems like it's taking more than 5 minutes or 10 minutes, 5 minutes, but it really wouldn't. Like if I was doing, like if I was not talking and I just was like at my desk doing this, you would be like, whoa. Oh my god, I almost forgot highlighter. Can you guys believe me? I'm gonna go in with this one. This is my Estee Lauder Heat Wave and my Anastasia A23 brush, and there is no other. If you have 25 bucks extra to spend on a makeup brush, this needs to be in every woman's brush collection. Next, I'm going to go in with a little bit of mascara, and when I'm in a hurry, I'm not trying to take any chances. Okay, so this is my No Fault mascara. When I'm not trying to take chances, I just go straight for the big boy, and I go right to L'Oreal Lash Paradise, and I only do my upper lid. I go for a gloss. So today I'm going to use the NYX Butter Gloss, and this is in the shade Éclair. And then over the top of that, I'm going to use the Marc Jacobs in Sugar Sugar. I don't feature this a lot, but I do use this actually a lot for highlighting my lips or trying to make my lips look a little bit more pouty. This is such a beautiful gloss, and it smells so good. Éclair. And that's Sugar Sugar. Okay guys, so this is the finished makeup look. I didn't wear any foundation. I'm just wearing one like shimmery eyeshadow, and like the rest is my bronzer and the Wet n Wild that I also used underneath my eye to kind of make sure my concealer doesn't crease. I used very minimal products. My skin is very, very glowy, very dewy, very hydrated looking, and I didn't put on any foundation. This is only primer, and that's really it. I really love this kind of a look. All women are beautiful just the way they are. Makeup can help accentuate you and your features, and that's what I love about makeup. Women don't wear makeup to please everyone else. They wear makeup to kind of just make themselves feel really good. Not that we feel bad without makeup, it's that it just makes you just feel like a little bit more awake, a little bit more elevated. So you do you. If you like a full face of makeup, I do too. I'm just saying that this is something for a really quick, easy makeup look, and you can look super duper put together in about 10 minutes. Yeah guys, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you've been liking my videos, I am so happy about that. Please subscribe to my channel and click the like button, comment down below. I love hearing from everybody, and share the video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys.